everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris Orme, and today we're jumping back into Starters Order 6. Now, we've done a few things in this save since the last video. I was away this past weekend. I recorded videos ahead of time to take us through that period, just so that there wouldn't be any delay in the action for you guys watching. And while I was recording those videos, I was thinking along, the next couple of months in races and trying to look ahead and book races for horses. I couldn't really find anything for Crimson Star. I'm still not sure whether or not his future is on the track or in the breeding barn. I do believe he's a mile 4 right now. I'll be willing to run him in a mile 3 and a mile 4 grade 1s. If he might even be a mile 5, and if he is, there's not many races for him, so maybe it is time to retire Crimson Star to the breeding barn. I have handpicked 3 or 4 more races across the start of this season. Well, the rest of this season, not the start of this season. You can see here, we've got the Sword Dancer Invitational at a mile 4, the Joe Hirsch Turf Classic, the Canadian International at Woodbine, and the Breeders' Cup Turf. All of those are grade 1 races at a mile 4 and basically take us towards the end of the season. Now, my thinking with this is, if he performs well in these races, then all well and good, we can book him in a mile 4s next season, 1 a month, or 1 every other month. That's still 6 races, and I feel that would be a decent amount to run Crimson Star as a 5-year-old before he heads to the breeding barn. However, if he doesn't do well in these races, or I just sort of feel he might be coming towards the end, he'll go straight into the breeding barn. Now, talking of the breeding barn, I have moved a couple of horses in, at least one. I'm trying to think if I've moved, no, only one. Ninja Girl has gone in, a 2-year-old filly. Now, I normally would not put a 2-year-old into the breeding barn, especially not one with over 80 realized potential as a 2-year-old. There could be a lot to come from Ninja Girl. However, a mile 1, not the best distance for a 3-year-old. So, her stamina's filled up. I'd have trouble booking races this season. She wouldn't be a Triple Crown contender next season. Ultimately, most of her work will be in the breeding program. I think it's the best place for her. She doesn't have a lot of secondary stats which are impressive. Sadly, she doesn't have too much. So, into the barn. Let's hope that potential breeds true. I'm putting her up with Cash Refund, who is also this season bred with Starboard Princess. So I did that. Another thing as well that I have had to do, Starcat, of course, has been out in the field for ages. One race hit its limit. That's okay. But Gamabo, after the 4 races, I like a lot of little bits about Gamabo. I want to see what happens next season, especially at 1 mile 3. There's a chance this could be a Triple Crown contending horse. Now, we've struggled this season to get what we need done. I just felt, put it out to pasture for this year. We'll revisit as a 3-year-old as well as Starcat. Just remind you as well, that's another mile 3 filly, 2-year-old. But this one's got great extra speed and finish. I don't know next season how these 2 horses are going to look, how they're going to perform, and if they're ready for the Triple Crown or not. But we're going to give them a chance. But for the rest of this season, they're out to the field. That brings us down to just 6 horses. And we've only got 5 races to do. So coming up to the 5-minute mark here, I'm going to try and get through these 5 races. I am going to watch the start of the race, speed it up until about 3 furlongs from the end, which is when most of the interesting stuff happens. and we'll watch the end of the races there. I've had a request to watch races rather than skip races, and I've had requests to not watch all of the race, only part of the race, which I think is fair enough. We need to cut down on time and whatnot, so that's a good way of doing it. So, in this video, tomorrow is Hidden Beauty's run in the Mother Goose. Grand Sahara then defends the unbeaten record in an allowance race. I couldn't find any. No, wait, the United Nations. That's right. I couldn't find anything major for In the Shadow, but he's going in an allowance race to hopefully go 5 from 5. And Sweet Treats in a grade 3 race. And then it's way down to the end of the month. Lock Journal has got a mile 1 race. Like I said, there's nothing really for Crimson Star just yet. So we're going to get into these races. We are going to see what happens. But Hidden Beauty is the first one off the board. And it's the Del Monte Meteor, Dagenham Fox and Cherokee Queen. We know those horses. We've bred a couple of those horses. You can see 126 rating for Meteor and Queen, where they're 129. So can Hidden Beauty keep her good form running? I believe 1 second place and was it 10 wins in 11 races? So this is a very, very nice horse who's running really well. It is raining. I'm not sure whether she likes the rain or not. But you can see there the green of Del Monte Meteor, the brown of Dagenham Fox, and the red check of Cherokee Queen. So we're going to see how the horses start. This is how we're going to do the format of the races. We're just going to see what position they come in. We can see we're going to the front and the rest of the horses. Cherokee Queen there to the back, whereas Meteor and Fox are in second and third with us. And then we're just going to run it in quick pace like this until up in the right hand corner you see we'll come down to 3 furlongs. We can see we're still battling around the front here. Cherokee Queen yet to make their move. So here we are then, rounding the final turn. So Twilight Tryst, Trudy Booth, Smart Timing at the back. Cherokee Queen's in 4th. Dagenham Fox here in 3rd, ready to make their move. Del Monte Meteor on the inside, getting caught. And Hidden Beauty now. We are pushing away. We've got 1.5 furlongs left. And Hidden Beauty is absolutely loving this race. Look at her go. We're inside 1 furlong. This is absolutely fantastic. Trudy Booth pulls up at the rear, but Hidden Beauty takes it by quite some distance. Cherokee Queen with a late dash there, grabbing second from Del Monte Meteor and Dagenham Fox. But I'm absolutely delighted with that. 3.5 lengths. 129 rating is held. Yeah, that was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. A nice, comfortable win, Hidden Beauty. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. So we can skip the end of that day. And we see that's now 11 wins in 12 races for Hidden Beauty. That is her 5th Group 1 win. She's only 3 years old. She is a lovely horse. And yeah, she's not our best 3-year-old. She's not our best horse. She's not anywhere near the best we've had in this save. But she is a fantastic horse who I am quite excited to breed from, really, because if you look at her stats here, you know, good potential and very good extra speed as well. Cruising burst nearly halfway. That might jump as well for her 4-year-old season. And also the distance and going surface adaptability, that can help out. So those are kind of traits I look for here to try and breed the horses and see what they can do. So Hidden Beauty could be a force in the breeding barn. And yeah, the only better that we've had this season has been Grand Sahara. So they're both 5 out of 5 for the season. Grand Sahara, of course, winning that Triple Crown. What's the breeding barn like? So Ninja Girl did not breed, unfortunately. she is still at it with cash refund. So today, to go 13 from 13, 6 out of 6 for the year, it is Grand Sahara, the Triple Crown winning horse. I really, really love an unbeaten 3-year-old. Because that means it's 2 seasons they've gone unbeaten. Normally I lose it in the 4-year-old season, but I am desperate to see Grand Sahara climb closer to that 140 and keep her unbeaten record in her 3-year-old season. Now she's got 9 pounds on the field, which are all males. She is the top rated, but there are some dangerous horses here. Strictly Silver, Cobalt Blue, we know those horses. Cruise to the Limit, we know. John Paul 2 and 7 is lucky. We haven't seen those too many times, but we do know them. I'm pretty sure that Cobalt Blue has won. Yeah, they won a couple of big races last year. I think they've beaten some of my best horses last year. I came close to beating my horses last year. So Grand Sahara, no, this is a real step up in terms of quality that she's facing. And she's agitated and warm. Not the best, but, you know, she's got 2, Rock Slide's got 1. Let's just go to the race and see what happens then. But this is a slightly heart-in-mouth moment. She's completed the Triple Crown, but can she keep that that unbeaten season? So where is Rock Slide? She's just got that red sash horizontal. And he's going straight to the back. So, okay. We're sort of falling down now into the chasing pack. A bit of clear air, that's okay. So let's speed this up then. Get Funky Unbridled Time. John Paul 2 at the back with Strictly Silver, Roylos. And Cobalt Blue is in there as well with Rock Slide and ourselves. Cruise to the Limit just behind 7 is lucky at the front. And yeah, we could easily get boxed in there. I don't like that. I like our positioning apart from that. So can we find some clear air now as we come under 3? Oh, I just skipped the race. And that's why I dislike doing that. I accidentally pressed the wrong button. But that's like an 8th place, guy. That's 8th. Surely not. No, it's 7th. It's 7th. By a short head. So settled early, mid-division halfway. Soon weakened. Like, 9 lengths back with Cobalt Blue. I knew Cobalt Blue could do some damage in this. I was just hoping that we'd be able to do something, and we're down to 128. We're down to 128. We've lost the unbeaten record. We're just totally and utterly outclassed. Oh, yeah. Not good times. Not good times at all. 13th race, unlucky for some. Definitely unlucky for Grand Sahara there. That was about as good a field as we could have put her into, however. So, you know, to lose in that company, there's nothing bad about losing in that company. Finishing 7th does hurt, but what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Endless Shadows up next. And, yeah, he should win. Top weight, but top rated. Slightly inferior field. It's only an allowance race. You know, this should definitely be a big win. Sorry about the dogs. The dogs do love to bark. So, a large field here, 13 horses. But they're on the way. Road Agent moving into the lead there on the inside of the track. And there goes Endless Shadow with them. And in fact, then the shadow moving clear at the front. I'm not sure I like when my horses do that. You can see Try My Style Forever Shining at the back with Masharef, Teller, and Slam Chowder. Hack and Diffie, Private Emblem, Road Agent there in the middle. Lord Wheathill, Victory Lake, Westminster Road. And our own Endless Shadow as we come under 1 furlong. And here we go. We're pushing hard for the line. Lord Wheathill coming into second place. It looks like Victory Lake's going to hold third just on the line. And yeah, that actually ran past a little quicker. I was expecting it to be at 3 furlongs. It ended up being at 1 that we actually took the speed off. But you can have your say. Do you want to see the last 1 furlong, 3 furlongs, the entire race? Have your say. Yeah, we're just going to sort of give you a few options here. Because I don't mind watching the races or skipping the races. Or watching them fully, watching part. Like, I like to watch the last 3 furlongs down. Because that's the action. That's when people are getting into position. That's when they're getting ready to coast away, round that final turn, and strike for home. So that's kind of my opinion on the races. That's the bit I want to see. But have your say. You're the people that are going to be watching these races. So let me know what you want to see in those races. It's a good win. Race freely. I'm not sure that is a great sign, but hey, it's another win. That's 5 from 5 for the season, which means Hidden Beauty is the only other unbeaten horse this season, but Endless Shadow is the only unbeaten career, unless you count, yeah, Starcat 1, its only race. I don't count that. So let's go to this auction, and no graded horses there. I'm not looking for 2-year-olds at this stage. I think we've got enough coming through the breeding barn to really not worry about what's happening in auctions. So Hidden Recipe may breed true after this race. Don't skip the day, skip the race. There we go. Sweet Treat. So again, top rated, inferior field, a lot of unraced 2-year-olds. Could be slightly dangerous. One of these 2-year-olds could just come out of nowhere and absolutely wreck us. Yeah, I'm a little worried about that, actually. I am a little worried about that. So this is an inferior field. Let's hope that we race that way. So 11 horses in this field. So let's just speed up as we come down to 3 furlongs now. And there we go. We're out to the front at about 3. Ambitious Brew, Opius One, Panea, Zakosity, Lady Chaparral, Crafty Brat, Primitive Rising, and Hot and Slick now falling back. Black and Beauty just falling down in 3rd. Famous Frolic in 2nd. But as we cross the 2 furlong marker, Sweet Treats is out in clear distance, making a charge for the home straight. Not really even pushing very hard. Inside 1 furlong. Just cantering away. No issues. No worries. Sweet Treats will pick up the victory. And yeah, Ambitious Brew, they're coasting into 2nd. And that's what? 3 3/4 of a length. I think that was fairly decent. That was fairly decent. A bit of a nothing race, that. You know, Sweet Treats and In the Shadow, I booked races I fully expected them to win. Hidden Beauty, I booked a race I thought she could win. Grand Sahara, I figured that she could at least compete. I kind of got that one wrong. And Lock Journal, I do believe he has a shot at this race. So that is quite decent. We do have a month, well, half a month to go before that race. So I am going to pause the video. And I'm going to do these breeding because it looks like Retriever's about to breed, is about to come up for breeding. Hidden Recipe is ready to breed again. Starboard Bow could be back again in the next day as well. So, I'm going to find them partners, skip forward through all the auctions and everything. I will unpause if anything does crop up in an auction. But I'm going to check all that, and we'll get to the final race of the video, and we'll see how that goes. But until then, we'll be back in a few. And, well, here we are, guys. At the race, nothing came up in auction. We did breed, I think, Retriever and Starboard Bow actually got their job done. So we're rebreeding more horses again. But yeah, nothing in the auctions. We did get Crimson Star booked into the Sword Dancer, so look for that at the next video. There's a lot of question marks still over Crimson Star. Have your say on that. And yeah, let's roam things off in style then. We have a 1 mile, 1 furlong race here. Group 1 race, I believe. If we can just find it. There we go, there it is. So it's the Haskell Invitational for 3-year-olds. Fire and Rain is a nice horse. Discreet Vision is a very nice horse, it seems. Felix the House Cat, we know. Cherokee Queen and Del Monte Meteor, we know, are dangerous horses. So, yeah, this is a really tough field. This is a really tough field. And Saxit Hidden is... that just sounds like a Hidden Recipe horse. It is. It is. So we've got a couple of horses we've bred and a couple of horses that we've run against with other horses. So, okay, this is a big test now then for Lock Journal. Can we go out here on a big high? Come on. Can we get the betting round in our favour at all? No. Tipsters, Meteor and Queen, those are probably the two best horses. Distinct Vision as well in the yellow. So, yeah, fingers crossed here that Lock Journal can get something done. What a lovely little sky that is. Look at those clouds. But yeah, Felix the House Cat in this one as well. You know, this can be a really interesting one. So, as we start things off there, Distinct Vision, Fire and Rain, Cherokee Queen there with Lock Journal, Del Monte Meteor as well, just behind Saxit Hidden, and out at the front as always, Felix the House Cat. So we just got, yeah, of course we're making a move up there, ready. So is Saxit Hidden. 2.5 furlongs left to run then. Fire and Rain still in the rear with Distinct Vision and Cherokee Queen. Del Monte Meteor now as well. They're battling in that place. Cherokee Queen's now moving up past Saxit Hidden, and Del Monte Meteor's there as well. Felix the House Cat has been overtaken, and Lock Journal goes into the front with a furlong left. Cherokee Queen coming on strong though. Del Monte Meteor coming on stronger. 2 furlongs, hand in the air. Lock Journal, what a win against an ultra competitive field. Well, well, well. I did not expect that. I didn't expect Lock Journal to beat those horses. That's about as big a shock for me as Grant Sahara finishing 7th in her race. I figured she'd be top 3. I figured Lock Journal should be top 3, but a very competitive field. That is absolutely fantastic. So he is doing a great job here. As we jump into August, the 1st of August, we've got Endless Shadow winning again. That's 5 from 5 there. Sweet Treats, a great run, and you know, coming back really and showing that that is another good horse we've got. Hidden Beauty really running well this season. Lock Journal, couple of stumbles along the way, but you know, that was his toughest competition by some distance, and it came through in flying colours. Grand Sahara a little bit disappointing, and Crimson Star far too many question marks as things stand. So our best two horses are struggling. The same as the end of last season when we saw Stealthy Lioness and Starboard Princess taking a little bit of poor form. So, yeah, what do we do? What do we do? How can we get around this? Do I have to be a bit more careful when booking races? Do I just have to keep throwing them against the best and see if they can compete? I don't know. I really don't know how. But, you know, we've got some good horses here. We keep on getting surprised by our best horses doing badly and our worst horses sort of rising up to the challenge. Lock Journal now has 5 Group 1 wins as well. So Hidden Beauty, Lock Journal with 5, Crimson Star with 5, and Grand Sahara with 6 Group 1 wins. That's not a bad collection there. Sweet Treats and In the Shadow with Group 3s. But they're only 2-year-olds. We can get some good Group 1 wins on them next season, hopefully. But, yeah, we've got probably another 3 videos, maybe 4 videos before the end of the season. How do you think we're doing? Are you surprised that Grand Sahara couldn't compete in that company? Did I do something wrong? Have you spotted something the way that kind of panned out? I don't know. So have your say on that. Have your say as well on Crimson Star. And as always, guys, if you've liked the video, click a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. But we'll see you back here at Rascalicious Farms very soon to see exactly how this develops and just how good some of these young horses can be. So one eye on the grand prize next season of our 3rd Triple Crown in a row. That would be lovely. But until then, guys, I've been Chris Army. Thanks very much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you here soon.